All right, and we're live. I think. Let me adjust my microphone. There we go. Don't want to hit it while I'm. It only dawned on me now after like knowing for a long time, but why is Cora living in the basement? Kind of rude.
Dad says you're in Constellation now. That you kind of were already.
Yeah, I was. Also, what is her setup? Hello, Nogroth. So they gotta be like what? Hello there, Jibogi. She's gotta be like what? Like 12? 11, 12? She's got like dual monitors. Whatever the hell these are. I wish I had this setup as a child. Whoa, guilty. Whoa. Relax yourself. Hello, Ian. How goes it? She wants more space from... I mean, fair. Hello, Fallen. Hello, Stan. Alright, guys. Hello, Ghost. How goes it? Hello, Gaming. I feel like this Cora is the monster in the basement. Hello, Mark.
Hello, Starborn. I will assist in any way I can.
Right, whatever. Because where's she? She's not a rat. How dare you disrespect? I had a green monochrome monitor. Monochrome, as in it only did black and white. Jesus. Was that around the time when like the Wright brothers first took off? Alright, let's do some oh, thank you. I know, I'm only joking. I'm I remember. I think I completely forgot what day it was in notification. I remember. Welcome. It is Friday. Hello there, Face. How's Bermuda doing today? Wasn't even born in the age. Yeah, I didn't exist. What's the life like? Like, what is the age of? No. Oh yeah, no. I'm not gonna do the melee run. It got kind of too trivial, and I just prefer being able to chat. Field mod is very cool. Hello, Lee. Green monochrome. No, think Fallout monitors. What's the 80s? Yeah, I was gonna say like what? I want to say I was in the like the testes back then, but I don't think I was. I don't. What's the shelf life of the standard? You know, I'm trying not to say the word. I'm assuming it's not like that long. I'd love to know what your average sub. I think weirdly the shelf life. Yeah, I was assuming it was very short, so I probably wasn't around then. Technically, well, technically the chemical makeup to produce me was. That's about it. My demographic is kind of weirdly. The biggest jump is like between 40 and 60. That's kind of the biggest. Not a lot of young people. Apparently, I don't, which is good. I was, shut up, Mona. You weren't born in 19. Hello, Murty, by the way. But who else does I say here? Did I say hello, Riley? Hello, Raffin. How goes it? I was 2 in 1980. 2? Ooh, Jesus. I was 95. I think the first like my iteration of like PC was like, damn you ancient. Hello Styles, how goes it? 28 will feel way older. Always got something creaky. Yeah, that's the worst thing. Like I see like people are like trying to like make jokes online about like, like, oh, you should get this to your friend like who has like back pain when you're, it starts when you're 30. I'm like, okay, I may have back pain in my 30s, but that's not common, okay? I'm just different. We covered the mods. Hopefully, here's something. I do hope so too, Nikki. I feel like it'd be crazy if we didn't. Hi, Cream, and how you doing? Long time no hear. Oh, Marlon, how goes it? Yeah, long time no hear. Hope you're doing good on your end. 72 best year ever. Grew up feral. Oh God. Good surgeon, pal, and lots of beer. Oh God. 1997. Nice. You're similar to my age, Riley. Ian, you're okay. A little bit older. Mag's a little bit older. Power Rangers. A bunch. Power Rangers, I remember in my nannies used to watch the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers with, oh, what was her name? What was the girl? She like made things out of putty. And like, oh, that was a banger. That was a banger. I'm glad you're doing good. Marlon, sorry to hear about that. 95 is your same age as me, Nikki. 998. Hello, Miguel. How goes it? Vintage 1973. Vintage. That's some vintage right there. All right, let's do some. I wanted to. Oh yeah, actually, hold on now. Let me really quickly. I want to download a mod. I'm using the Lance Waits mod and Rabbit Real Life, so the patch for them I'm seeing. I don't know if it's broken. I know that yeah, I seen GTA 6 got delayed. If you click on the web, the only way I can know is if you go on the website, it might tell you. If you're reporting it as broken, you would have to know who. Gary's gonna go invisible. He probably will. I need to get down to the bottom. I was never a Power Ranger fan, but I like Power Rangers SPD. Was Power Rangers SPD, was that the one? I like the one underwater as well. I've always been a water kind of, right? That's all right. Let's hope to God the game doesn't shit a brick. More Oblivion gates open in New Atlantis. Oh my God, that would be insane. I think Freeman's a 60. I was born in 72 and he's older than me. Oh, the summer 69. Must be named Bill, good old lad, 60s gang. First Windows computer, first Macintosh 32-pin adapter before the age of the USB. Born in 74. SP. Oh, it was where there were cops. Okay. Space Place. Oh, there, Paul. How goes it? Send Terramorphs in. Yeah, I feel like it was late till next year, Flippy. Especially for Gary. The invisibility. Oh God. An Oblivion. Have any of you seen the clip that Bethesda put up? They got someone to dress up as a proper. Well, I wouldn't say a proper Khajiit. Basically, they got someone to cosplay as a furry and do Khajiit line ASMR. And it saddens me because we got like Bethesda doing like Elder Scrolls furry cosplay before Starfield updates. Don't even know. Max, the issue with the update is it's something to do with the way mod authors update their stuff. It is annoying. I don't know if it's something that Bethesda can fix because the mod authors themselves are supposed to, every time they update, they're supposed to give it a new version, I think. Let's have how goes it 1972. The cosplay was cool. It was really cool. It's like, I mean, it was probably a furry, but should make a Gary costume for oh my God. 1975. Oh, not too bad. Did it say life starts at 50? What did Mona say? Flip, at least we ain't. Oh, Mona, you pipe down. Hello there, Tenebro. All right, so this planet, I'm doing a review of it, but early thingy, it is very cool. There it is. Oh, can I make the jump? What? Is my ship not big enough? Apparently my ship's not big enough. All right. Hello there, Erebus. How goes it? It's my crowd. All right, so I will say I was amazed. This is like one of the first kind of planet mods. I know Tennessee was talking about like the idea of I am tired of waiting too, to be honest. This is the heaven hell. It's fucking awesome, Ghost. There's so many creatures. Glad you enjoyed the content, Miguel. I'm happy to entertain. We can pass around the island proof it. Oh God. Oh. But this is so cool. So this is a mod. Thank you, gaming. So it is more the 70s. Yeah, where is Michael? Hope he's okay. He's probably working late, you know. So there's this is a new system. There is 106 fauna. It's insane. So you've got like heaven and hell. And hell has, well, we'll check it in a minute, but there's some cool shit with this. I'll have a review out, but yeah, I would heavily recommend. Hell has Terramore, basically all the bad guys. Weirdly, heaven has more hostile creatures. We're gonna see some really, play on ship yesterday on off right off the bat. Didn't see the bridge. Gonna mess around with it. Go to Tartarus. All right, let's check this bad. Hello there, Rich. How goes it? All right, check this out. Let's wait till daytime. It's really cool. It's like one of the first. I know Tennessee has been saying about like they're working. They were one of the first to kind of break through the sort of the idea of. Thank you, Miguel. We'll build another one tonight. It's always coffee time somewhere. This system gaming. It's called the Tartarus mod. It's by XSW. Let me show you real quick. It is called ZSW Tartarus 66666. It's a free mod that adds two. I like the idea of Tartarus system, but I was expecting hell to be more fiery instead of just dreary. Well, you know, it's open to interpretation. I have a review of it, Curtis. It is a very cool mod. Let me wait till it's kind of more. The Kontiki B. So wait, you couldn't find that? Hello, Stan. Hello, Jason. No, you're not late. You're right on time. We're Oblivion. Why are you playing? I will get back to playing Oblivion. I've been mad to fucking play it. I've been really mad to play it. The Earth Dome is awesome. What are we eating today, Mona? And Tenebro, the Kontiki B500 bridge, you can only get in either Neon or... Actually, I don't even think you can get Neon. You're going to need to jump to Narian and go to... the Stroud Star Yard.
Pardon.
All right, so where did we land? Because I actually realized we want to land on... We'll do Tropical Forest. Yes, I did, Face. I need to fix it because I keep, like... For some reason, have severe... No, thalassophobia is a legit thing. It's very... I'm kind of like... Somewhat see modders did the creator. He did. I have a review of that coming out tomorrow. That's what you think. All right, let's... Let me... What is the console command? Let me see if I can remember it. I think it's like force... Oh no, well, that's not it. Force weather. Is it 302BY? Is it 302BE? What is what, Mona? Damn it. I can't remember it. I'll have to Google it real quick. Oblivion is so good, so good. Have you seen the arc? I have seen some of the Halo, but I have to wait till it comes on Creations. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Force weather command. I need to write this down. I remember it almost entirely. So equipped with Starfield and extended launch cutscene on the ship while the camera's pointing to the ground. Wait, the cutscene where the camera was pointed at the ground. That sounds like a bug, but at the same time, I've never seen that sort of bug. That's kind of weird. What was it? Oh, it's 2B07E. So 2B07E. 2B07E. Perfect. To be fair, I'm kind of in the same boat. Like plan on buying the cheapest ship, dissecting it. That's probably one of the best ways, Tenebro. All right, let's exit the ship and look. But I love the ocean and water, but I am equally kind of like Jesus Christ. All right. So when I did a review of this, there was a lot of creatures. So this planet has 95 fauna. And I tested on Xbox. So it was like no real issue, or no issue at all on Xbox. Played Believing a couple times, started playing Special Edition, it came out, enjoy it. Graphics are better. Yeah, no, it's, to be honest, Marlon, it's like, obviously not trying to diss the original Oblivion, but it's like night and day. The main thing I love, obviously, aside from the graphics and stuff, but the leveling is so much easier now. You can't, like, accidentally put yourself in a corner if you, like, choose the wrong stats. Yeah, they did. They changed a lot of the kind of... They made weapons and animations feel a little bit more weighty, which is really cool. Right, so there's some cool creatures here I want to look for. But yeah, and it's like, yeah. Bethesda have a banger with Oblivion. Oh, everything's invisible. All right, give me a second. We're going to really quickly restart my game. Ghost, do you have any, if you're still here, do you have any idea why that occurs? Like, what is it specifically? How do I... Hopefully work's not too difficult. Like, it seems like regardless of what mod you mess with, it makes a lot of the creatures, the base game creatures, invisible. Like, it's so strange. Even if it's a mod that does nothing to creatures. I'm from Oblivion. Yeah, oh, if it's your first time, I envy you. It's such a good game. Such a good game. To move all the creatures. AV... What does AVMS mean? They're part of the Oblivion legendary weapons, the way they glow. Yeah, like the game looks phenomenal. I know where to find Daedric helms for found a dozen boots. To be honest, I don't think I ever like got high enough in the base game, Nogroth, to get like that sort of stuff. Because I think I used to do the the glitch back in the day where you'd get the summonable armor, and then damage it and then wear it and stuff because it was light. Oh, it's another way of material. Ah. All right, let's hopefully nothing's invisible. We found out the last time. It was awesome to see. It was like, I agreed, like Nikki. It's like, obviously, you know, I'm a huge Elder Scrolls fan and Fallout fan and Starfield fan as well, but I am running Xenomaster. We're going to catch some creatures, but it's just nice to see them kind of get it. Like, you know, it's kind of like people are realizing, yeah, Bethesda can make games. Now, if only they could work on updates for their current game, you know. But I digress. You find city's a bit empty. I'll find it. To be honest, not really, because I played it a fair bit in like I played the original. But if you are going back there, you know, for the first time playing the remaster, you will it will feel a little bit. New Skyrim game that they've been talking about. The new Elder Scrolls 6. It is Xenomaster is 10 out of 10. We don't know much. All we really know is that it's in operation. Just going by the picture, it's the trailer. It's very clear that it's going to be based in High Rock, which is the home of the Bretons, which, if the rumors / leaks about them having naval combat would make sense, because there's a massive ocean, is the Iliac Bay, between Hammerfell and High Rock, so we could have that. We're gonna prod them. We're gonna do both. What the hell are you? Oh my god! Why do you have two heads? What the What are you? All right, let me get a nice picture. Want to take a picture? What the hell? Oh, horse armor is available and it's in the base game. As long as, yeah, I think the thing is I don't know how to contact. He's done the majority of vehicle mods. The Nexus has a rover. I don't know, Max. To be honest, I was hoping to reach out to them too, because they added a lot of the stuff they added. The vehicle mods are really cool, but they're only on the Xbox creations, not on the PC, which annoys me. Well, yes, this planet is like, it's so cool. Also. That's so creepy. There's creatures I've never seen before. Buy the various recast goals with the color change or the color specific to Xeno or the environment. I've been buying the various C-class, bought the Vista. The Vista's really nice. See, I don't think it would be that hard. You just need to find a mod author that could pull the assets. I mean, you wouldn't even need to probably pull the assets in this day and age, because like somebody has probably already pulled the assets. Right, so I've seen these creatures, right, and these look cool. Like, you can't tell me, let me do free cam. You can't tell me these weren't designed to be ridden. Look, they've got a little, like a little, oh, damn it. For some reason, I don't know why, when I use free cam, my stick doesn't work. Damn it. My goal is to be able to splatter people. Oh god. But look, they have like a little, like a pouch on the top. Oh, they've got little mittens. All right, you clearly what the? All right, that's a face only a mother could love, and they've got mittens. You can scale it up, chicken. Flippy, don't disrespect your mother. Look, it has like a look. That's like perfect for like a person to sit on. It does. There's another one that's like really cool. The elusive hammerhead kangaroo. It does look like a Hardosaur, right? There's like a really cool where is it? We need to try and find it. Oh shit. Alright, we're going live. Light him up. Let's walk in the back. Yeah, they're like some of the like I wonder where they got the like look, it's got mittens coming at you with the mittens like it's gonna do something. Is there a console command? What's the console? I don't know the console command to set time or wait. There's a lot more though. There's some really cool creatures. I'm trying to find one. Oh, is that it? Is that it? No, that's a fucking. It's a. Ooh. Is it just set game hour? Thank you. Set game hour 12. Oh. Actually, that's not it. Arc Raider looks cool now. Should be set. Oh, set game hour 212. Set, did I spell it wrong? Game hour 2. Oh, that should be a 2. No. The Who field I have not. Is that on? Is Cookie Morph's thing? Is it on? Oh, work in progress. I have not. You need the form ID to set the fuck? Hello? Are you sure? Because you don't need to capitalize anything else. Alright, have a good one, gaming. I'll try with the capitalization. You never have to capitalize before. Where's the H? Oh, no. Oh. A work in progress. Oh, that's not how we spell words. No, 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 no. No. What? I don't know what I did. All right, we're just going to enjoy the nighttime views. Work in progress. Starfield can't use strings and console command. See, some things like some of the basic stuff like works fine. I will say, it's annoying going back to Oblivion and not having well, a photo mode, but not having console commands like TCL and stuff. What's my top rated mod? Paid mod or free mod? That's probably a good question. I mean, if you throw me out some specifics like what type of mod, I can give you set 38 to... Hold on now. Set 38 to 12. Will I have to have 2? That did something, but it also did nothing. What just happened? I driving the rover town. People started running from me. It's not illegal. It's just the AI will run from you. Ooh. Best free mod. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that. How did you get access to it? What the hell? That was supposed to be a secret. We're not supposed to send that out to people. See, Starfield is one of those mods where, like, did I just walk in a fucking circle? Yes, I did. Right, we're gonna wait at the door. Survival is one I haven't actually tried. Oh, these are them. Look how cute these guys look. Hello. What are you? You're a triantler herbivore. Yeah, I would say, like, in general, probably the Rooks is ship flips if we're talking... Hello, Dong. If we're talking just, like, ship building. Like, if we're talking, like, Xenomaster has to be there in general. I am going to capture them, so I'm waiting to... like, there's so many. That's why, like, I feel like you've got to, like, be specific on, like, what you're kind of, you know... let me sit and wait. Like, best paid mod, if I had to pick one overall, though, that's... Ooh. Hello, X, how goes it? What would be my... Hello there, Tennessee, how goes it? What would be your main criticism of paid mods? To be honest, one of my probably one of my biggest criticisms, and then this is a very personal, and I'm gonna probably lose friends over this. But well, I'm not actually gonna lose friends, but I think that if a mod author is making a paid mod, they should be the sole creator of the content they make. Let me... There we go. Alright, nice. Like, I feel like with a lot of paid mods and stuff, there's like... There's like situations where, like, modders will kind of... What the fuck is going on this planet? Then obviously I'm not a modder, so, or not anything like that, so I don't know the intricacy. Or one more collaborates, do you feel the same way about collaboratives or one other? Oh no, I don't get me wrong, like, you mean, not like for instance, an example. Yeah, so like, if you say you're a weapon modder, right, and that's your thing, and you go and you buy, a weapon mod, on like a 3D site, or if you get a free one that's super egregious, and then you kind of like sell it as your own, technically you haven't done anything wrong, but in my opinion I feel like that's kind of a bit, you know, because you're only kind of flipping an asset. Now when it comes to collaboration, like if you're a quest modder and you're making a quest, right, and you need a cool weapon, by all means, you know, grab if you want to grab a weapon or get someone to, you know, make a weapon for you, that's perfectly fine. That's not your forte, you know. You can get credit. I would always recommend, if you ever download a mod, and I have nothing against, like, I think collaboration is a big bonus. Like it's a, like, I like seeing kind of mod authors collaborate and stuff. Never say the price to value ratio. You think Bethesda needs to tighten up on it? I do, Chicken. I think that Bethesda needs to, and again, not going to make a lot of friends here. I think Bethesda need to be a lot stricter on what counts as a paid mod. I think that mods need to be, specifically paid mods, need to be a little bit more lore friendly, or at the very least, if it's not going to be like lore friendly, explain why. Because like a lot of the like kind of like some of the weapon mods you see in the kind of the, like, even like to an extent, like some of the quest mods maybe, but even then, price and value is always going to be something that's very very tricky to deal with, because you could go the route of kind of like, you know, like $1 per hour, $2 per hour. Like, how much did you get out of it? Realistically, like with certain mods, like quest mods, I kind of like to get at the very least about an hour out of it. If it has replayability, even bigger bonus. Well, again, that's unfaced. That's where it comes down to personal preference. You know, just because I say that I'd like them to be lore friendly doesn't mean they need to be. That's just my personal preference. There'd be more protect. Well, that's kind of where I think about that's kind of what I think is the fact that like everyone and their mother is like looking at paid mods and what's coming out, and like the amount of people that will buy paid mods, they should be very upfront. I think that's another thing. I think in general, paid mods should have more info rather than less, you know? Like they need to, like there needs to be tags for if something is lore friendly and if something isn't, which there is technically, but you know, people don't. The Doomspot mod was, and see the weird thing is like with any of those mods, I don't disagree with that. Like if I'm gonna be honest, like I don't personally like the Star Wars mods because it's not really my thing. I'll run them for fun, but just because I don't like them doesn't mean that I don't want them there, you know? Like I don't like non-lore friendly stuff, you know? Like I've said before, like when it comes to ship parts, I'm not a huge fan of the non-lore friendly, but everyone, like a lot of people love them. I'm just one person, and I'm not going to be like a gatekeeper. I don't like the gatekeepy kind of bullshit. No, not the Doomslayer. But I think the big thing, what I was saying about like when it comes to like paid mod, Jesus Christ, they're fast. I honestly see that as like kind of in the realm of tendency of being a lore friendly mod. In all honesty, like Gary is Gary's fine. Why do they move so fast? Exactly, immersion is a really a big thing. I agree, Will. Like I like things to be super immersive, personally, you know. They Varun do. But going back to the nothing will change. Well, see, because it's like a double-edged sword, because I think Bethesda want to allow people to express their creativity and their freedom, which is perfectly fine. Hello, you ugly bitch. You're gonna die. But at the same time, I do think there needs to be, at the very least, there needs to be kind of requirements on specific things. Like, for instance, I think the pricing, like I've said before, I honestly don't think a paid mod should ever be more than like $5-6, you know, €5-6. I think that, and again, I know Darkstar is kind of one of the few above that. Nothing against Darkstar personally. I know there's another one. I think Tank Girl's one is like, it's like 800 again. Nothing against them personally, but I just think like you get into that realm of like, okay, you're charging a tenner, and I don't mean like, I don't want to be that guy who like says like, oh, you could buy another game for that price, but like at the same time, like, because the thing too is like a lot, like they're independent modders. What if mod mods? Well, if the thing is, if a mod honestly adds that much amount of like quest and stuff, like 20 hours, it's a tricky one, because there has been mods that have kind of like been kind of expansion mods, right? Yeah, Tank Girl's mods have had issues in the past on Xbox. I don't know if they're good or not now. And again, I'm not trying to say that it's not worth it. Personally, I just think that it's like a very slippery slope, because it gets to it gets to a point where I don't think Darkstar is I think it's just, well, I suppose it is, because controversial is you either like it or you hate it. And I think a lot of people don't like it because it's an overhaul mod. And I get that, because I like kind of vanilla. The Veil is a good example, because I think that the Veil is an interesting mod. The first one was very buggy, and I hope the mod author fixed it, because even I had troubles. Yeah, no, above $5 does get into the DLC, because that's kind of where my kind of thinking is, because like I feel like if you're going to do something like, let's say for instance, right, if you're going to spend time making like a 20-hour quest line that like averages or like kind of like is on par with, like, in terms of content with an expansion, I don't think you should be selling it on the Bethesda store. I think realistically, I think you should be setting up maybe like a Patreon or a Buy Me a Coffee, something to kind of where you can get some money from it, like, you know, showed like teasers and stuff. And look, I know that realistically that's probably not the best way to do it, because like I said, with like paid mods versus, you know, like people doing free mods and asking for donations, a lot of people won't donate. But I just feel like, regardless of if you literally made a Shattered Space level expansion, if you charge $20-$30 for it, people, regardless of how good it is, people are going to question on it, because they're going to be like, because ultimately you'd have to look at Bethesda's point of view. Why are Bethesda allowing people to make this awesome content when they haven't? Let's take a weapon, for example. It's gold standard. Most of his mods are free. And I think that's the big thing, is when, like, I think Patreon income is on. Oh, no, it's 100% it's not, Brendan. It is 100% not. Like, I was looking, like, some of the more questionable paid mods, like, the mod authors have more than likely made bank. I think that's, again, I think that, yeah, plushies. Good job. Good job with that in your plushies. Where is this fucking creature? More limited. One thing I'm producing is short content because the stuff they make is designed. And again, you're not wrong. I just think that, like, I feel like in order for, like, right, so let's put it this way, right? Like, I feel like if you're going to be charging for something over the $10 mark, right? I think that you need to go to, like, you need to get in, like, direct contact with Bethesda, and you need to kind of, like, Bethesda needs to work with you, because if you're charging that much money, it needs to be something, because if hello, Michael, long time no see. If it's going to be that level of, you know, that level of money and that level of stuff, Bethesda should be able to make sure it works well and functions well, because it's a lot of money, you know? And again, I do agree with you, because I think that's the one of the biggest kind of takeaways from it is, like, the reason, like, the reason, like, the big thing with, like, paid mods in general and just stuff is, like, a lot of people are seeing paid mods as, like, Bethesda, like, okay, this is Bethesda's, you know, like, blessing for, like, content to keep the game going, and that's not the case. Like, the verified, like, creator thing, like, I think Bethesda needs to tweak it, because I think that it's every week now I'm, like, noticing a paid mod where someone comes along and it's their first mod is a paid mod. They've done no free mods. It's like, I just feel like that there needs to be more involved. Like, you know, like, obviously there's channels like mine who will review them and kind of do the heavy lifting to make sure that it's not a shit show. But it just seems weird, because obviously you would think they were qualified, but then you see certain mods, like, again, not trying to disrespect that the person who made the melee medieval sword and the axe and stuff, like, they're clearly very, very low quality. Was certainly, like, more curation. What do you mean by curation, Paul? Can you specifically, free mods come at a risk, paid mods? Yeah, no, I do agree with you. Like, with free mods, I have a theory with some of those. I wonder if maybe they create new accounts, paid mods, separate their free stuff and the reputation. Honestly, Tennessee, if this planet it gets very dark very quickly. If that is a thing, which I kind of hope it isn't, that should be very illegal. not illegal, but that should be against Bethesda's terms and conditions of what's allowed. It's just higher stats, Tenebro. The one sword you're, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, and again, not trying to disrespect, but like it's like I'm reviewing one of the recent mods, the assault rifle, which arguably does a better job than what they originally, were doing. But at the same time, it's like it's weird because you want to give anyone the opportunity with the necessary skills to make a paid mod. Did we pay loads for independent mods when other games are really... Yeah, it is crazy. Like, that's like it's just, yeah, happy that this is getting a paid version. But like, again, I'm not against it. Oh, it glitches. How does it glitch, Stan? Because I was testing it and I didn't see anything. Well, then saying that, I don't like when I test, I don't have any other mods enabled or anything like that. Look at this way. If you like them, you should be able to give them the Astros. And because they're not, it's a modding or creation. So if you like something, it's okay. If you buy the content, if you don't like, I'll try to get rid of it. Paid mods look good though. I'm happy to pay for it. I think it's great. I do agree. I do. As in high standards for release right now, the barrier for posting content doesn't really have a floor. Yeah, and I'm noticing that, Paul, to be honest. The suggested pricing from what I've gathered seems kind of problem is the same as was before, is that you've got people portfolios. Yeah, again, like the portfolio itself tells, honestly, look, I'm not any way inclined, or I don't know much about that sort of, any sort of modding or, any sort of like kind of development, be it 3D, Quest, whatever. But it's like Guilty is saying, you could have a god tier portfolio, but you could go to put like, just because you can make 3D assets doesn't mean you're going to know how to implement it into the game, you could break the game. Like, look at example of that mod author that made the Ryujin revolver. Broke the game. Dude just dipped. Apparently he's working on a fix, I've been told. I think that honestly Bethesda should expect all verified creators to have made, because I'm pretty sure, isn't it like, I'm pretty sure that if you make free mods, in order to become verified, you need to like have so many downloads, which I think that's how it should be. Like, I think that you should need to at least have like, 4 or 5 separate mods. The feedback method, honestly, Dong, I do agree with you. Like, it's something that should exist. There should be some sort of a review system, a comment section. It's on reduced price, lol, what the fuck. I wonder, does Bethesda, we had to choose our own price for the most part, and we do leave plenty of feedback, because those of us who drop hundreds of hours in creation don't want to be buried, which, fair. The other thing, too, is, like, I think that Bethesda has, like, they've done a really good, like, well, they've got a really good concept with the paid mods, right? Really good. They just need to tweak some stuff, because currently it is a shit show. You've got really awesome mods that are really awesome, and then you've got a lot of kind of average mods. They're not bad, they're not good, they're just average. And then you've got some questionable ones. Yeah, like, honestly, like, I'm surprised, because it's don't worry if you charge over. Yeah, no, 100%. Well, not even that. I think regardless of like what you want your pricing to be, like they really need, like they need to do free mods too, because the whole premise of modding is it's supposed to be a passion thing. If your only intent is to come in and make money, and that's my biggest worry with it, is people coming in with the intent to make money. Like, I'm not trying to make any enemies, but like, say for instance, there's a mod author who does weapon mods, okay? I've reviewed their mods before. It's not anyone prominent. They may be prominent. When they add their weapons, they don't add them to the level loot system. They don't have a way to customize the weapons, like as in the scaling. That new laser weapon has the same issue. It's not added to the loot pool, which at the very least should be required to be added to the loot pool. it doesn't follow the proper form of the tier system where, you know, weapons are we're talking about, even if you don't know. Yeah. Well, actually, no, that's not the one I'm talking about, Tennessee. I'm not talking about Aiden Watts at all. Because that one, yeah, it's a bit, to be honest, it works fine. Just a little bit of tweaks, bit too expensive for my liking. My issue was more the mod author who does the kind of the COD style guns that are all paid and that also have patches because they couldn't get the game to spawn them properly. I think a lot of us joining VC, we're hoping for a little closer to Creation Club, but more open versus our standard free releases. And no, not Hara. God, no, not Hara. No. I don't even know. I can't remember the mod author's name. They brought out a shotgun recently, which I had planned on reviewing, but they did a Glock and they did an AK, which I reviewed both of them. And again, nothing against them personally, but it goes back to my whole thing where like they're just buying the assets, and then I don't know if Doomspot was. To be honest, I don't know if anything. And again, I have nothing against HyperX. It's just this one where like. He was a big Fallout modder. See, again, I don't know, again, there are people not knowing, like, who are broken, don't know, refuse to buy now. You could have a newbie modder. And I do agree, like, to be honest, a good example of it is, like, I remember when, and this is kind of like, again, with any criticism towards the game, it's more in Bethesda's play, or Bethesda's garden or yard, than a mod author. Because yes, you expect a mod author to think quite highly of their work, right? You know, that they would have a level of kind of care that they wouldn't want to produce something that's dog shit, right? Not saying it's dog shit, but a good example is, I remember when, and again, Tank Girl has done some awesome stuff, no disrespect to her, but when she did the one mod that added the house, the big underwater house that came with the armor, the special armor, the what is it called? You know, the armor, what was it called? It was like a Starborn armor. It was like a gunslinger. I was on highly, thank you. That was a cool mod, except it didn't work on Xbox. The armor wasn't in Xbox. It wasn't added for, I want to say, months after. Which it's kind of like, this is always my thing. This is where it started the whole, if you're putting a mod on Xbox, fucking text your mods. Now, since then, it has been fixed. But there's other mods we're seeing too, like that Ryusen revolver, is still broken to this day. Like, how a mod author can make a mod... Like, because I feel like, I don't know, like, again, the issue kind of will come back to Bethesda, because, like, if you're making a paid mod, like, surely there's, like, a contractual thing with Bethesda, right? Where you're kind of, Bethesda expects you to do issues, right? Like, fix stuff. And, like, what happens when, like, you've charged more, like, say, for instance, right? Like, here's an example, right? Like, Tennessee, you've put out a paid mod, right? What happens when a new update comes out, right? Is that going to guarantee that your mod will work, or will you have to update the mod yourself, or anyone else who wants to? See, and then again, look, for me personally, being in gives us the chance to go after more ambitious projects because there will be a reward in my life. And again, 100% agree there, Paul. I think that's kind of, in a perfect world, that's what paid mods should be about. Like, you, as a creator, you've done good, and you work kind of more. I'll have to update it. So that's it. So if you make a paid mod then, right, Tennessee, right? And you've gotten your money from Bethesda, and arguably you're going to still keep getting money from Bethesda. What happens if a new update comes out, right, and your mod breaks? And you don't ever plan on fixing it, like the revolver. Will Bethesda stop giving you money? Will they keep giving you money? Will Bethesda, like, you know? Like, because the revolver is a perfect example of, it's an awesome mod, but because it was broken, and the fact that and someone else did fix it, and it was a simple fix, which, again, kind of shocks me, because it was apparently something, Oh, you did the energy shields, the one I reviewed. Paul, was it? Paid one. Well, that's what I mean. Like, it's it just gets to a point where, yeah, see, because I feel like, and again, I don't know any of how the program works, to be completely honest. Where, oh, nice. It was an awesome mod. It is an awesome mod. It's a very, very cool mod, and I do like. I will say, I am interested, Paul. If you ever do want to do some more lore blurbs, like I like the idea of like what you like where it connects it to the nervous system. I'd love if you kind of just maybe some notes, because I'm a big fan of that sort of stuff. Any sort of lore blurb, just because obviously it's optional. Most people won't care, but I do like the idea of kind of where you're going. The mindset behind it's pretty cool. Tank Girl no longer includes her details. They're not always issue with her mods. Wait, what? Tank Girl's mod no longer include her contact details? Are you sure of this, Curtis? See, this is, to be honest, the, that's kind of why, in one way, like, it's kind of why I'm glad that I am doing what I'm doing, because, look, I'm a small creator, but at the same time, oh, and I understand, Paul, 100%. I didn't mean in the crafting menu. I just meant like if you did like a note on the side or like a lore book or something. I know the menu, that's the thing, is the menus themselves, and yours isn't the only mod where I've kind of seen where like there's been issues like that. Again, I think it's like you were saying, I think it's an engine limitation thing, but it's the AK was good, the G7 was good. And again, those weapon mods, they're not bad, Marilyn. They're very good. It's just it's the idea of, yeah. So the description, you're better off just, that's why I was saying you're better off like having the descriptions, like putting them kind of somewhere separate, just so people can. Because I was really interested in, like, I like the idea behind them, like the different upgrades and stuff. But the thing is like, obviously, I'm a small creator, but I feel like Starfield, if I make a video, I feel like I'll ruffle enough feathers, because I don't like the idea of mod authors thinking they can do a kind of a quick one, you know? And I don't think you can scroll down on PC. Yeah, see, on Xbox, I don't think you can do that, because I was trying to. And it wouldn't let me. Now there might be possible, but it's like, the thing is, there is, like, Paul, I don't know if you're aware, on console and controller we can't boost pack forward, whereas on PC you can. So there is, which is annoying, because Bethesda needs to come on, fix that shit, Bethesda. Well, I mean, they don't need to, because we have this awesome mod from Shaded. Yeah, because I don't think most mod authors, like, I don't think they're gonna try and do sketchy shit, but I do genuinely feel like, some mod authors thought that they could just sit on by, hello there, Owl, and make paid mods on Xbox and not test it. And boy, I tell you what, I'm not allowing any of that shit. I see sketchy, broken shit on Xbox, I'll be fucking after you. Dynamic Boost Pack is a fucking awesome mod. Honestly, Mark, I am shocked that Xbox being very kind of play how you want, Starfield not being mouse and keyboard compatible. Other first-party IPs are like Halo is, which, yeah. And one thing I would recommend, Curtis, and I would recommend this to anyone, I think someone else said it before. Wait, there was voice acting? Because I remember the prod has the black. Try to get. And look, here's the thing, right? If you're genuinely trying, like, if you're genuinely trying and you're reaching out to people and you're letting them reach out to you, that's perfectly fine. You know, like, it's just, I think it's just when it comes to paid mods, it's a bit. Box has problems. Hold on, I need to hold on now. Let me see. Yeah, chicken. See, that's the thing is, the biggest issue is that Xbox is a different kettle of fish when it comes to modding. It's not incredibly different, but there is differences. And if a mod author is not paying attention to that sort of stuff, it can be problem. Yeah, I don't know why Starfield isn't like why it isn't. I don't know why it isn't. Ghost, that console command you told me, did that make time go quicker? Quests take a lot and have other projects I'm working on below. Well, yeah, there's nothing wrong with like with it, Paul, just being like a little like a lore thing, you know, like a little a document. What is it called? What do they call it in game? It's not a note. You spotted AI voice acting. It did. Well, it's a weird one, chicken, because to be honest, mod authors that state that they don't have an Xbox to test should be allowed to make verified mods, first of all, because console players are at least twice, if not 3 times, as prevalent as PC users. Honestly, Erebus, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Like, look, if you're doing a paid mod and you're going to do the testing, it's a bit trickier with testing, but either get a friend, no Xbox tester mod, but yeah, no, that's the biggest issue. What's lore for Giant Snail? Aurora. Lots of Aurora. That's the lore, Jimogi. Like, yeah, because it is like, it's like that Ryujian like revolver guy, and again, I keep beating a dead horse, but it's a valid point that Bethesda has just let live, you know? It's like, all right, you can break our game, that's fine. Here, keep taking our money. Have our money. What? Yeah, it's fine. You know, your mod doesn't work on console. Ah, sucks to suck. Maybe get a better system. Am I right? I'll take your money though. There's Lankylosaurus. So I seen these. Aurora picks up a random snail on the streets and calls it. What do you mean? No drugs. Listen, Xbox is all broken. I don't think. Again, I haven't tested it in a while. Like. See, I will say, this is MMOs, just let things be. Well, you're not wrong. Also, I like that these are called, what did I call these? Turtle fans? And then the game instantly had a far better name. They're called Shelephants. There's like one creature in specific I'm trying to find, but I don't know where he is. Well, not you. I am planning on capturing what I'm looking for. Actually, I'll grab one of these. Give me the prod. I think product should be testing, just putting it on Nexus. Yeah, no, because that's the other thing that, like, again, it's a bit of a tricky one. But like, for instance, right? Cheerio, committing crimes. Like the fuel mod, right? The fuel mod that I reviewed today, that's on Nexus. Now it's a slightly different version, but it's on Nexus for free. And I am really hoping that the mod author will eventually have the Nexus version for free on Creations as well as the paid, because otherwise it's just crap. I don't have my thing on me. Otherwise, it's just very insulting to console gamers, and that hasn't been the first time. There's been like issues with that where a mod is paid but is also free. Oh shit! Light them up. Kill the Shelephants. Yeah, but Blades is a mobile game. Do you have a list of favorite mod authors? I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say I have favorites, because I feel like there's mods I like from mod authors. No, don't say that, Michael. That's not even funny. Could free mods be achievement friendly? Free mods can't be currently. Hopefully Bethesda eventually makes them, but no. Right, how Starfield would be different if we were PC. If we were PC exclusive, it would get no sales. No sales. Like the main selling point is like any game is going to be console and Game Pass.
Howdy.
Like it would have players, you know. I'm not gonna say it wouldn't, but there's a reason you're seeing a lot of companies now release on console that normally wasn't, and even going cross console. Is it Friday? I suppose it is, but I sacked that in Dong because it was getting kind of trivial on what I could do. I was just one-shotting everything. They can't make free files because they want to be able to review it for status. See, I think that because I know very little about. Also, Paul, be careful you don't say anything that goes against your NDA you signed, because I know that you signed an NDA. I'm not saying you haven't said anything. I don't know what was. But I have heard rumors that it takes ages for the creations for like some creations to get through because Bethesda are understaffed. To which, if that is the case, no. Which, if that is the case, Bethesda need to hire more. And I think that as a gesture of goodwill to show that they're open to do it, they should definitely allow verified creators to make paid mods. Or free achievement friendly mods. Because it's just like, what's the point if you're a verified creator? Okay, you can only do paid mods. What? Like, why can't you make achievement friendly mods? Bethesda can. I don't think Starfield would do good in multiplayer, to be honest, because I feel like with multiplayer, a lot of the time you have to sacrifice a lot of the storytelling. People are like, what storytelling? There is storytelling. I'm very kind of. I don't talk about stuff that isn't okay. Just yeah. That's fair. The people, see, the thing is, Bethesda released an expansion or dead the game. Hello, Deadly. Jesus. Well, no mods. To be honest, I'm kind of shocked that 76 hasn't gotten some form of modding. To be honest with you, sure, Bethesda can hire one. That's not mean. Like it's. Oh, I think if anything, if Bethesda was going to make Starfield a kind of a multiplayer, it would have to be just cooperative, like 4-player co-op, 2-player co-op sort of thing. Yeah, cheaters in the game itself, but if they had an online portal team works swiftly to for missions. See, this is kind of what I would like, what you'd like to think, that there would be like a team that would be working kind of alongside, like doing their own kind of paid or free mods, but like kind of same as paid mod. If they do that with my legacy. Oh god. Hello there, Wolfie. Star Citizen. Who said Star Citizen? Star Citizen is like such a different game, Starfield, though, even if it was multiplayer. Star Citizen is a very expensive tech demo. Terramorph hunting. Oh god. I would like to see Bethesda attempt some more of the look, I know currently there's stuff going on with ZeniMax, but Bethesda have ZeniMax. They've made ESO. It's quite a well-known and well-liked MMO. Surely a lot of that, like, the team could give some knowledge, which I'm assuming they did, to be honest, with Fallout 76. No, I don't know if that would work. I would love to sit down and talk with Todd Howard, but realistically, someone controls Gary. Oh god. See, the thing is, if you're gonna sit down with any sort of a developer like that, Halo Firefight, honestly, be fucking cool. But like the thing is, like with that is, even if in a perfect world a content creator gets to sit down with Todd Howard, the questions are going to be predetermined. Well, I can guarantee you this, Todd. I won't turn on you like Mr. Matty Plays did. I have always been a diehard Bethesda fanboy. Even when you make not egregious, even when you don't update us for months, I'm still loving you guys. Email secretary of a different year. Oh god. But yeah, like even with anything like that, like I I don't know too much of it. I just know I used to watch Mr. Matty, but I just know that some of his videos kind of have been very negative towards Bethesda. And again, entitled to it, but again, I don't know. I just know that there's memes about like all that stuff. You know, it's always like, think of the YouTube, negativity does better. Where's my Oblivion movie? Oh god. I'd be like, where's my fucking ship parts, Todd? Hello. Trying to find this goddamn creature. It does. It really does. Like, it's mind-boggling. Mod stuff makes me look at games in a worse light. Someone outside of reliability of mods, 6 7 months more reviews. Yeah. It's not looking good. And in one way, it's great that we got Oblivion. At the same time, we're sat here like, alright, that's cool. When do we get some fun? Why don't lasers line up with the crosshairs in third person? That sounds like on the same page of it does bring an engagement. Fallout 4 is still it's unstable? Really? Is it in a different biome? An Elder Scrolls TV show. Oh, a Starfield. Yeah, no, I'm looking for a specific creature. What do they do? See, they updated it, and I remember I downloaded the patch. Go to the oh no, we'll go. Don't worry, actually, we'll go to the red planet now in a second. I just want to find a creature. Hello. But it honestly would be nice if Bethesda did do like a Q&A sort of thing, where they got some feedback from the fans and kind of answer some question. Oh no, I don't disagree. The handling, the way they've been kind of handling Starfield. What the fuck are you? Oh, it's a dodo. And what the fuck? Considering the fact that like Elder Scrolls fans are eating good, and they even was like, oh yeah, don't worry, we're still working on ES6, and like the only real like Starfield. Oh, Gary, it's one of you. Shut the fuck up. I'm having a conversation here. Like, the only kind of clarification we got about Starfield was the one dude wearing the Starfield hoodie. Well, again, look, I'm not going to disagree there, because Oblivion is getting the kind of the limelight it deserves. You know, and I do think a lot of people who play Starfield, even if if you've never played Oblivion, you should definitely give it a go. You will come back wanting. You'll be kind of like, what the fuck is this? But what the fuck is that? Dead person? Oh no, that's just a plant. I think ultimately we will have to Fallout. Yeah, Fallout will get it. I guarantee you, they're holding off the Fallout 3 remaster till the TV show. Yeah, they did. See, that SP, that mentality I completely agree with. My kind of biggest issue though is that Starfield is their current IP, and it should be the one that they should be working on. You know? Like, obviously they're working on Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5 and, you know, all that. So if they've been working on Master of Top Smart, now that GTA 6 is oh yeah, now that GTA 6, you'll see a lot of companies that are going to be like pumping out their content. Pardon? I think I am. To be honest, it was like a little creature that looked a little bit like Stella, for anyone that might not know. It was like a little kind of lizardy creature, but it was really small. I like Elder Scrolls. I like Oblivion and stuff, but I do like Starfield is just, yeah. I think it's my first kind of big game has been Halo. and then like Mass Effect and stuff. So I've always appreciated the science fiction, especially hard sci-fi or realistic sci-fi. I wish there was a rainforest biome in this. I don't think there is. There's a jungle, a tropical, but which tropical rainforest? That probably is. All right, let's go. Let's go to hell. That was called a wobbleback. New Halo before GTA 6. God. See, the thing is, Brandon, with stuff like that, there's a lot of stuff that Bethesda will at some point think about adding and then ultimately cut. Like I remember when they did 76, one of the first things they said, the reason about 76 is every time they make a game, they're always like, can we make it multiplayer? And sometimes that idea stays a lot longer, sometimes it's scrapped immediately. This is a mod. This is the Tartarus mod. Don't worry, I've got Max Factor F6900.
Yes.
See, but the thing is, even if the expansion is huge, they still need to, realistically, they need updates. I'd love if the expansion was free as a kind of, we're sorry for kind of being non-existent, but I don't know. I mean, they've clearly, I would like to think they don't need money with the Oblivion remaster. Hello? Exactly. Consistency is key. And like they went from literally giving us like an update every like 2 months and talk.
You won't be leaving here alive.
All right, that's cool. Thank you. And like talking about like what's coming to literally radio silence. Oh, you know, you definitely need money. I'm not saying that. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's more than there was last time. Last time I was here, there was like 4. Hold the line. Defensive posture. Marines, get back up. Jesus Christ.
Check your six! It's one of them!
Alright, this gun is... We got one. Out. Yeah, like, you are correct, Deadly. Like, regardless of what the update... The voice is, that's the Terramorph. Terramorph, we don't know how. We speculate it is pheromones. You can capture Terramorphs. But after the expansion, it will be interesting to see if we're going to like, you know, like, okay, give it a couple of months after the expansion, is it going to go back to being quiet? I hope not. Like, I think there will be people out there that will like be able to make make an excuse for Bethesda, but at the end of the day, they're a company. We give them money, they give us products. They told us they give us cool stuff. Where's my ship parts?
Oh, God. Oh, God. Don't let them get me.
Get out of my head. Jesus Christ. StarCraft? Ooh, ooh. I'd never go get into StarCraft. Honestly, Shari, I like GTA, but I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. I'm just more excited for the multiplayer than the single player, which probably won't come for a couple of months later. I would love a Halo. Like, they need a Doom free mod, they need a Halo one. See, I originally thought that it was psionic, like, you know, brain power, which makes me want to be like, how the fuck are they able to communicate, like, psionically? No, 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 they wouldn't touch Halo. They'd get a modder to make, like, a Halo pack for Starfield. I feel like they use psyker powers. Honestly, when I did the review, which you guys see, I came across like 2 Terramorphs. Yeah, the Doom mob was King Gath. They probably do the same thing GTA Online too anyways. Just keep adding more powerful. And I don't, to be honest, I don't mind. I'll know now going forward that just have fun with it. Don't try and be too grindy. Ooh, you big bastard. I don't have my shield. That's why I'm dying. Oh, God. I'm getting my ass handed to me. Alright, let's go build a ship. Alright, you know what? Terramorphs, you can have this fucking planet. I didn't want it anyway. Time to leave. It's like Starborn. Well, that's where's the Xeno? Let me throw out the Shellif and see how he does. Yes. Let me access the Xeno box. Xeno friends. Xeno friends. Hello. How's it going? I'll give you a name. Oh, it's a she. Do you got... I got some bigger Xenos. Gotta name it Flippy. I'm working on it. Where is it? Oh, look. It's Mona. You have to get a Shrek one now. Where's Shelly? I know you... I know there's a Shell. There's Shell down. Is there Shelly? Come on. S-H... There we go. Hello, Shelly. Welcome to the team. All right, Shelly. Gonna see how you fare again. All right, we get attacked already. Get him, Shelly. Well, that depends. The tree could mutate, or the pheromones of the tree could like mutate the DNA. Could it not? No. Okay, yeah, that's where I bowed. Shelly, what are you doing? Shelly, how is Gary able to kick its ass? You're literally a giant turtle. Hello. Well, to be honest, they probably weren't looking for it. Like, you don't see giant creature and be like, oh, I wonder if this is like a worm. Howdy. Now let's head back and make a shape. Hey, Shelly, she's taking a break. She's like, oh, we're good. Oh, God, that's some arc stuff there, putting all the turrets on her. All right, let's make a shape. Your stats, I will check that once we land. All right, Shelly. Where the fuck is Shelly? Shelly, get out of the... Come on. Come on. You can squeeze. Squeeze. Come on, Shelly. You can squeeze. We have to jump up here. Make her teleport to me. All right. We can have a good one. Good night. There she is. Hello, Shelly. Hello, how are you? She's got 3,000 health, 170 friendship. Got slot 15. Hello, Shelly. All right, let's build a spaceship, shall we? Wee.
Anything I can help you with?
Ow. All right, notes. You gonna try to build the Vulcan? The Vulcan? God, no. It's not a flying fucking turtle. Stop bullying me. All right, let's.
Yes.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade. Sure. How about it?
Can you give me some fucking ship parts? This is probably my like most favorite ship I've made so far, even though it's quite simple. I'm just something about it. Can't build out. Link between heat and ceremony is my first thought, and I heard nobody. Oh yeah, okay. We need to buy a new ship. I would like to purchase one of your fine vehicles, please.
I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, it's going somewhere, all right. It's definitely going somewhere. So the Rambler. We'll keep that. Sell the Pelagornis. Sell the Rambler too. All right.
Sure. How about it?
Thank you. I try. All right, let's pop a bomb. All right, let's. What are we gonna build? We're gonna start with the. Should we start with the engines first? I am really hoping we get ships and ship parts. No, make it. Yeah, she's making some extra credits. It's like, oh yeah, you want them creds? The Falklands hab is the systems that are very, very cool. All right, so the plan is, right, we're gonna. All right, somebody tell me an engine. Where's my mech? Anyone got any? Give me an engine type, and I'll try and make a ship around it. We also have the Sadir's engine, decorative engines. Ares. Which fucking one are Ares? The fuck did you say Ares? Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Alright. I have an idea. Make a compact light. Well, I'm actually, that's kind of the idea for this one if I can get it done. See, small and detailing is kind of tricky given the parts size. But I have an idea. I can get it to work. I'm class most of the time. It's not a turtle. Hello, Bob. It's not a fucking turtle ship, okay? Is that going to be... need... Nice, that's what we need. Where are you? Alright, let me see. Can I flip this? Nope. Can I flip you? Nope. They're not available at the landing pad, which is part of the reason why I don't really use them much. I really wish that that they would make like a patch that adds them to the landing pad. I could actually make use of them because they look very awesome. Brain? What the fuck? I look away and we're talking about brains? Hmm. Okay. Potentially. Oh, cow brain. Fair. Okay, that's still kind of weird, but less weird, I suppose. Dun, 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 dun. Honestly, I think it might be. I'm shocked you're not joining in, Michael. You've had some crazy stuff yourself. I draw the line of people. Understandable. Oh, where did you? Can't believe chat moved from paid mod discussion to eating brain. That's usually how it goes. Start emailing like, yo, can I have some ship parts? Is there no? Thank you. I'm so much trying. I feel like cannibalism when you have to is a lot different than, you know, when you right. Yeah, habs are gonna be the tricky one. Because obviously, like, let's go Nova. I know you want to get in there. There we go. Getting that one back in there is gonna be. Oh, maybe. Hold on now. You need to go down more. Well, you'd like to admit. No, no, you need to go up a little bit more. Wait a minute, what if I flipped it? No, 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 not that way. Oh, what about? No, 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 definitely not. We need the RD. There we go. What What? Oh, it's because fuck. Because they're bees. Of course they're bees. A morgue? What the hell? That's a bit morbid, but I guess, you know, you do what you do. There's no living space. This is just going to be... Alright, Ghost, have a good one. It's just going to be a fighter. We need a docker landing bay. Okay. Docker. One of a kind is very useful. Awesome mod. But do you specifically design before you live feed on your shifts, or do you just throw this together? Or you just tell them together? Oh. I just whatever comes to my head, like I just kind of throw it together as we go. Kind of like... How does that look in the... See, that doesn't look too bad, but... My controller is, I don't know what's happening to it. It's like going up, and I'm like, no. Alright, so now we need to go to... oh, what's below? What's below? What's below? What's below? Oh, it's the oh, okay, don't worry, I can fix this. I can fix that. What did I put in that's below it? I don't understand. What did I put in that's below it? I don't understand. Is it because these are not level? Alright, tell me. What is the issue? Why do you not want to work? Right, so if it shouldn't make your game run like a potato, it's the landing gear on top of the wing. Well, landing gear on top of the wing. I put an extra landing gear somewhere it missed. Because if we put them, so what, it needs to be like there. Okay, so it needs to be higher. That's fine, I can work with that. You need to be higher. You need to be like there. Okay, I can work with that. I'm gonna make you guys fit one way or another. What other landing gear do we have that I could potentially use? I mean, we could go these ones. But oh, maybe. Okay, so that's not like inherently a bad idea. So that'll sit there like that, but I want you to go in a little bit closer. Shall see how close we can get you. We could definitely use like that there. How would that look? See, the idea what I'm thinking of is like, I kind of want to do a kind of like if you think of like for instance Halo or real life, where this thing needs a kind of a like a stage system, like a kind of a what is like a booster basically to like get orbit, I know, realistically it doesn't. But I kind of want to design it in a way that it would look like it could break off easily. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on now. Hold the phone. The door is going to be slightly problematic. Can I put the door underneath? Yeah, kind of. Gotta be careful we don't go into X-Wing territory here. Your rating in WoW. Yeah, it's just kind of... That's kind of how I build most things in Maryland. I just like throw stuff together, see what looks good, what doesn't, what's not below the landing bay. What is not below the landing bay? I don't know what's not below the landing bay. Was it these? Interesting. Interesting. I'm glad you enjoy. The bay at the back is fine. See, I don't... After playing X4, part of me kind of wants to have like a full functioning bay. The only downside is we only really have one, like 1x1 bay. So I want to try and keep it small. Because we could obviously... Wait, is there one with a door? Oh, there is one with a door. Oh, there's one with a door. Oh, hold the phone, hold the phone, hold the phone. You can use the... Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking of, using the thrusters if I can't get it to work the way I want to. Let me see. Right, so... Well, we need to put something on top there to kind of blend it a little bit. I don't want to build it like too long, but then I realized no matter how small I build it, it's going to look big because ships in Starfield are quite large. Oh, that's way too big. There you are. I want to try something. I don't know how good this will work. Oh, wait a minute. I would need to snap this to something else. What about the door one? How big does the door one go out? The door one goes like there. Yeah, that bay is from the one of a kind. It's a door bay. I will say those pieces that allow me to kind of push things together. Probably some of the... Ooh, do we want to... Let me try another cockpit, another Nova cockpit. Jalen look better? Nah, it doesn't have the same... Wait a minute. No, we'll keep the... Ooh. Yeah, I like how it looks. I just... Fuel tank, everything must be above the landing bay. You bastard. These aren't above the landing bay. You motherfucker. Need to make it built first before it'll let me... What's not above the landing bay? Why is the landing bay causing problems again? What's below the landing bay? The landing bay should be fine. What's going on here? So we snap these back in. All modules must be above the landing bay. It's the fucking engines, isn't it? The engines are above the landing bay. It's gonna be problematic. The Docker? Is it the Docker? No, it's still... It's the engine which annoys me. Which is weird, because the engine is technically parallel to the... Just out of curiosity, if I was to delete... Oh, no. If I delete these engines, will it be like... No, it's not the engines. What is it then? What's not below the Docker? All modules must be above the landing bay. Could you tell me specifically, Starfield, what module is not above the landing bay? Well, it wasn't that one. What is that? Is it that one? No. Is it that one? Is it that one? What did I just do? Uh-oh. Body is not above the landing beam. Did I actually check to make sure? I don't think it is the cockpit, but I'll delete and replace it. Okay, so what if I use a screen door? It is the hello Jesse, I am making a fighter. Attempting to. That needs to go on the bottom. Alright, so we need Alright, game, you're trolling me. I swear it just said. What must be below the landing bay? What is not below the landing bay? Is it the cockpit? Just as a matter of fact, let me use the cockpit on the top. There's something here. You dirty bastard. Yeah, I feel like the game should highlight red when you try to make a ship. And it's like, oh, that's not the ship, idiot. That doesn't work. Cockpit. Cockpit. Let me do the cockpit. Be back. Here's missing a docker to view landing. Okay. Docker, we'll put you up there. If you could pull off something like that, that would be really impressive. The any ship-based mod is always a kind of a necessity. Like, it's always something we would like. Nope, 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 that's not, nope, there we go. Alright, so now we need landing gear. Fuel. Gear. Alright, so we need fuel. You really don't want to sit in the side? Interesting. Mhm. 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 To come forward a little bit more. I put you there. Ideally, you need to sit like there. I need to put something on you. Bethesda, well, they should outsource. No, I don't think they should outsource it to a main game to any other studio because they wouldn't be able to. It'd be weird, in my opinion. What the fuck? Where, where did you go? Their mother's invisible parts go. Oh, Fleet Commander feels like it should have been. Yeah, Fleet Commander is awesome. I should be streaming for another half an hour or so. Let me see. Thank you. I wanted it to be like kind of a. I wanted it to be like kind of like an A10 Warthog. So for the rest of us. Let's. So we need landing gear and we need the weapons. So that will be. The issue is getting the landing gear that like actually function the way I want it to. Hello, Ryan, by the way. All right, you gonna hide in there for me? Will you hide in there for me? Yes, you will. Good boy. Um. All right. So. Unattached? What's unattached? Oh, there we go. What happened? What do you mean you don't want to attach? Oh, it's one of those things? God damn it. Let me see. God damn it. This is why mods frustrate me. One of a kind. Fix your snap points. God damn. That'll do. There we go. What's being talked about? What the fuck is right? My solicitors assured me, Ace, that it was not a good idea. No, I'll be looking forward to me reviewing penises. Is mods. That's It's yeah. Let me see. Let me see. What does I need to do? I need landing gear again. If I can get the landing gear to work. Gear. See, we could use some of these. That actually might look. Come on now, that actually looks better. Yeah, honestly, that probably looks a little better. Okay. Does it need to be that big, though, is the question. Can we not just, like, be, like, half size? Alright, well, when in doubt, just do that, I suppose. Kinda wanted to be flush, like, again, what I was doing earlier. But now, if I make it flush... Oh, maybe. Hold on now. We need it to be flush so we can snap it in. I just don't like these, like, voids on the side. Oh, that actually doesn't look too bad. Not the right shape, though. Honestly, most... Probably kind of... Yeah, an atmosphere fly would be amazing. It would take a lot to make me, like... When I get angry in the, like, mod review videos, it's more so I'm getting angry at the idea of, like... somebody trying to rip off people. That's kind of where my anger is directed. Like, it's not me personally. Like, how dare you? Where are you, you dirty bastard? I know you're there somewhere. There you are. Why do you have to be that size? If I... Hold on. I feel like there needs to be, like, something between there just holding it, but I don't... What about... Where's my wing piece? Ooh, maybe wing piece. Nah, I will leave it like that. Use the thin cargo pieces. What cargo pieces? There's thin ones? Me. It just nothing kind of sits flush to it. Oh, the... Oh, you mean the ones that are... Protectorate? See, I was thinking of... Let me see. I do want to do the wing. Because it's not a fighter without a wing. My Deimos wing. There we go. Okay, maybe not do that. Maybe. I could do a mini bracer, but it's... See, the ooh. Okay, no, not that. Ooh, what the fuck is that? Okay, well, that's something, I guess. Honestly, I think it would be awesome if more games had shipbuilding, but I don't know if we'll see it. Need lasers. Eh? What in the baby Jesus? Yeah, the shipbuilding is Starfield's best feature. It's very nice. Alright. Do I want missiles? I want missiles, but I don't know where to put them. Well, that honestly seems like they're B class. They won't fit. See, Elite Dangerous exploration, it's fun, but it gets boring very quickly. Don't get me wrong, I really like Elite Dangerous, but like I think Elite Dangerous is one of those games where like you just kind of go at it and it just. Can I flip them backwards? I can't. Mines and stuff would be really, really cool. And I want to grab the 2 engines, please. I got both of them. Thank you, Stan. Quite liking how it's turned out as well. There's always one weapon slightly off. Yeah, it's even with non-merging, because like weapons, like for instance this weapon here, because it has like a mag on one side, if you try and... Okay, that confused me for a second, but it's upside down. Because like the mag is on one side, it's kind of annoying if you're trying to... I'm assuming if you mounted like... Actually, that's a fair point. Does a gun matter which way you feed the bullets? Probably not. Should be able to flip them. That's why I don't use particle beams. They're too overpowered. What are we gonna call this? We're gonna call this the... Google what that word means before I use it. Right. No, we're not calling it the turtle dove. Rename. There we go. This is the T-24 Fulcrum Strike Fighter. What do you think? Let's take it for a spin, shall we? No, this is my usual stream. I stream till 10. Hi, Yimula. Thank you, Michael. Does anyone make ship parts from scratch? What do you mean by... I'm going to wait till daytime. What do you mean make ship scrap? I feel like Bethesda... I wish Bethesda went back to the drawing boards of particles. I'm always more of a plasma myself. Oh, it's 6 a.m. This might reinvigorate. So anybody that's likes building ships and isn't in the Discord, we have a Discord, Starfield Anonymous.
Okay, hello.
Does the bot mention the Discord anymore? I can't remember. But what I'm thinking of doing is we also have like a little area for Discord build off. I'm thinking like we could do like a kind of a fleet month where like every couple of days do like a different style of ship. All right, let's head inside. Oh yeah, shipbuilding is amazing, Tenbro. Ooh.
Pardon.
All right, let me in control. This is my vessel. Trying to roll, failing. It should work, Paul. You should be able to join and just click any of the thingies. If you join and it doesn't work after the stream, I will check if you... I mean, I'll double check. But it should. Hopefully that didn't break. I will say it's giving me thunder. Oh, what the fuck? Shelly, that is not a seat, but okay. Yeah, no, if you want to, yeah, if you can DM me. I don't know why. The bot, to be fair, we had to put down one of the other bots. It wouldn't do that either. God damn it. The bot could have been... We might have to put that bot down too. Alright. Let's go and shoot some people, shall we? We gotta keep New Atlantis' territory. Send him to the bot farm. Attention, Space or Coyote. You're in UC territory. Prepare to die. Oh, wrong one. Woo! Like, I will say something that I would really like is if you guys have ever played if you've ever played any sort of game, like say for instance Elite Dangerous or X4, which I have a few videos in X4. I like the idea of, you know, like when like larger ships are slower and have more gravity to them. Like an example is an Elite Dangerous or like an X4. If you're like a little fighter, you can basically, like, you can fly up and kind of almost like you can orbit the bigger ship. Now, I know Starfield's not built for that, but, like, I really wish that, like, if they did do, like, fighters or, like, if they did specialize, like, the A-class ship stuff, that, like, an A-class ship could use its thrusters to basically move as fast or even faster going, like, laterally or up or down. And, like, you know, like a C-class or a B-class. Honestly, just let us put engines. That's what I used to do in Space Engineers. I used to like have more engines one side, because in Space Engineers you need to have engines pointing every direction, so like all the axes. So I'd have like more engines facing down, so that in combat, if I was to turn off like zero G, or not zero G, if you basically turned off like flight assist, I could like throw myself randomly. Well, you actually, to be fair, you should always have more engines pointing down because landing can be difficult. Yeah, I would love fighter, but like, cause the thing is, like, Fleet Commander, and there's a couple of mods do a good job, but I kind of want to see it like evolve into something else. Cause see, this is the thing with like mods and stuff, and when you go into the realm of like a paid mod, cause like, don't get me wrong, right? Like, Cordix Fleet Commander is an awesome mod, but I'm hoping that him doing that hasn't prevented other people from kind of expanding on the idea of like kind of fleet-based systems. Exactly, like with the fuel mod, like imagine if, let's say for instance, when it comes to long-range exploring, you could have like a capital ship that literally would store thousands of, well, probably million. Well, what is Michael? What is like a fuel hauler in real life carry? Like millions of liters? Would it be millions? Be hundreds of thousands? But either way, imagine having like a freighter that would be M-class huge, and it would just carry so much fuel. Because the other thing too is like okay, so it would be a fair bit. Okay. Because the other thing is in space. What is it? I remember watching like a video about, I think it was the Isaac Arthur video, about how if a ship is twice as large, it doesn't necessarily need twice as much thrust. Like, you could probably... Hey, that's one of the pieces off the mod I use. Right, because I feel like those M-class ships, maybe they're, like... Maybe they could jump further? I mean, I would hope so. Like, because you would think, like, larger grav drive would mean... And in this game, it does equate to that, but, like with an M-class jump drive, how far can they jump? Alright, nice, Paul. After stream, I will respond. See, I feel like M-class ships is something that I would really like seeing. Bethesda teased it with the Trident ships. You know, Trident. You can't afford one of our ships. Like, fucking try me. I can afford them. It's a ship there. See, that's what I mean. I don't know if power to it, like, obviously getting into orbit, yes, requires the heavier something is, the bigger it is. But I'm pretty sure once you're in space, it doesn't matter how large a vessel is. I think. Slowing down matters a little bit. An M-class, that's what I mean, an M-class carrier. Like, I feel like having just M-class... Nice, Ghost. What is? So what does that mean, Ghost? Again, I know we were talking about that earlier. Does that mean they won't break when people mess with the mods, or is that?
The grab's not functional. You can't win this.
Hey, damn right. That's awesome.
Please acknowledge.
Roger that.
Weren't expecting the Ecliptic to have such a presence here. I have a lot of my crew over here that want to send a heartfelt thanks. Any way we can repay you?
I could use some credits. No need for payment.
Very noble of you. We got to resume our...
Why did she sound sarcastic? Hold the fuck, come back here. Give me money. She sounded sarcastic. What the fuck? Gary. Oh, Ghost, Shelly's having some fun. She's trying to eat the... Oh no, Shelly is our loader. She keeps the main gun fully operational when we need it. Good job, Shelly. That trunk, it just does so much more than what our human hands is capable of. Ooh, really having a giant ship if shields are never a thing. Having a well, it depends. Well, shield in Starfield, shields are a thing. Well, larger. The thing is, when you hello there, Jackson. Once you get into like large ships and stuff, and Gunner Shelley earned her keep. When it comes to like larger ships and stuff. Again, it depends on specific sci-fi, but like if a ship is larger, it's easier for it to do the spinny gravity and more likely to kind of give Earth-based gravity with like spinning. The thing too is, even though it's technically bigger to hit, you still have to hit it. She lubes the guns with snot, yeah. It's like the Plants vs. Zombie like situation. What is that? An asteroid? Let's check out this one. Shelly, load the guns. Give me a fin stabilizing sabo. I have no idea if that would be useful in space, but armor piercing. I will say something in Elite Dangerous. Shelly spit missiles. In Elite Dangerous, there's like 3 types of weapon types. You've got fixed, which means that they won't, like, they're always shooting forward, which means you have to physically move the ship and aim the ship. There's gimbal, which means it will kind of move up and down. Starfield has gimbaled, and then there's turreted. I really would like to see Bethesda attempt to kind of make a way where you can have fixed weapons where you would have to move the ship, but it would require, like... Actually, I wonder what would happen if you were to go into the game files and tweak the thrusters so you could actually... Would it be a hard thing to do?
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Sabo only stops rounds out. Oh, so that would be useless. Well, even just having a base, you know? Gotcha. Oh yeah, like no, you're not wrong, right? Look, in a perfect world, it's like why in Star Wars the Tarkin doctrine of having more Star Destroyers was what ultimately led to the, well, there's valid reasons to why it led to their downfall. Like smaller ships, it's kind of like in World War II. Hitler was like, oh, like we need, I don't know, I'm not even going to attempt to do a German accent, I apologize. He wanted like big battleships when realistically destroyers and U-boats are literally the best because they're faster. Well, they're not. Well, technically they're faster, more agile. They're smaller. It's why I like Thrawn in Star Wars, because Thrawn is like, we need more of the Arquitans, light cruisers. That's kind of why the Vigilance, the idea of the Vigilance being used like as a kind of a way to fight the Crimson makes no sense to me. I would rather invest the time in honestly making smaller corvettes that have kind of like limited, or like they'd have more range, you know, and more flexibility. It's like anyone who plays Stellaris knows that no matter where you are in the game, you always want to have a few fast corvettes for, you know, when stuff needs to be doing. I knew that tank they built was big. Yeah, honestly, and Hitler was fascinated with basically, and don't get me wrong, like the Bismarck was very advanced for its time. You know, they had like their gunnery optics. The German like naval gunnery optics was like next level, but when you've only got like two of them, the Bismarck and the what was its sister ship called that I don't think was ever went anywhere. Like, to be fair, once carriers came along, was a GGN. That's why, like in sci-fi, like the Expanse kind of shows the Tirpitz. Thank you, the Tirpitz. Yeah, if you're getting through the AA, exactly, yeah. Which realistically, so that's the other thing too. Like the Vigilance. Yeah, so like you could like the Vigilance is if you're. The Vigilance to me would be far more useful as a carrier being used to, like, if you're going to attack a planet, right? Vigilance makes sense. Sits in orbit, it can move, it can bombard a planet, it can refuel and redock, it can house people. Well, battleships, I mean, nowadays we don't have many. Like, I don't think it's an idiotic after Churchill demanded we... Oh, yeah. And the thing is, the thing I always find interesting with the Hood is it was a fluke. Like, there's loads of documentaries about, like, what happened. I think one of the most plausible ones I like to believe is that the Hood was sent out... was it the Hood or was it not the Prince of Wales? Maybe it was, but whatever, the ship that Bismarck sank, it was sent out before it was fully refueled, so it sat higher above the waterline than it normally would, which made its which basically made its citadel armor redundant, and just a fluke shot hit it. There's loads of different, obviously I don't know the exact, there's loads of different, but yeah, they just went for it. Britain in World War II, despite again having the largest ship at the start, largest navy at the start of World War II, and even probably towards the end of it still, they used biplanes, the Fairey Swordfish, to do some of the most damage to Italy's navy. They basically destroyed Italy's navy, which is like rip, because Italy had some good ships in World War II. Again, doesn't matter how advanced you have when you've got like the British, you know, like rule Britannia, you know, Britannia rules the waves. Coming at you with like 100 different fucking ships. Some of them probably should have been like, you know, made into coral reefs 30 years prior, but like, now we'll strap some guns on it, we're good. Send it at them. They can't shoot all of us. But I will call it for tonight, guys. I will catch you guys tomorrow, where we will continue the streaming. I hope you guys have a good good evening. Catch you later.